So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this next video, shall we? Now, Cool Uno 9, shout outs to you. That time, Omni-Man beats the generational trauma into Invincible, or his son Mark. It should be his son Mark, you know. But I give it that. I give it that. I give it that. Give him the super name. But I was literally just watching this a couple weeks ago. Man. Justice for Mark in first season, you know. I ain't gonna say anything else because, you know, for spoilers for season 2, I'm not gonna talk about it. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this video, y'all. Let's do it.
Hey, quick question real quick. Y'all ever been beat up by y'all dads?
Yes, actually. Y'all looking as if like, hey, listen, y'all at a round table looking at folks. Hey, my dad had given me a couple ass whoopings here and there if I was acting out of line. Normally it is my mom do it. My mom was the person that was whooping me into shape. But my dad, not so much, because I was a daddy's girl, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, though, we going over the fight that sparked Mark.
Well, Batman can't relate about a dad.
Grayson's, aka Invincible's generational trauma. The day Invincible had to run the fade with Omni-Man. So that boy Omni-Man was fleeing, trying to get to Mark just for this big ass Kaiju to spawn right in the middle of the battlefield. And Omni-Man's like, really, dude? I already beat little bro before, man. What you think this finna do to me? But Cecil done put that Kaiju on some PEDs. This is not the same nigga. He done wrapped Nolan up in them tentacles and started slamming his ass while the news catching his ass beating in 4K. This Godzilla reject over here kinda doing Nolan dirty. Juggled his ass in the air just to knock him down. Stomped on him too. Big Omni just punched little bro's foot off him. The Kaiju smacked Nolan down just to wrap him up in his tentacles and start squeezing the life out of bro. It was looking all done and dusted for Omni-Man until Mark pulls up, punched the piss out of bro, having him let go of his pops. He done saved his dad and he's like, hey, it's about time we did a team up. And look at Mark, and look at Invincible. This nigga is just smiling, grinning ear to ear. He just,
because he doesn't know. That's the thing that, man, that's so crazy with Omni-Man, bro. Like, he didn't even like tell his son about with the shit about with like, oh yeah, like, nah, we gotta like destroy the planets type shit. Like, nah, your mom, she was just here for her service and just creating you. And then once I found out it is you have powers, now we gotta destroy everything, including her. She's just a pet to me for real. That every time it is that I get to that scene, it's just like, oh, you know, your mom, she's more just like a pet to me, you know? I never wanted to sit there and try to punch a character that's not real in my life, bro. Like, what you mean? She done rocked with you through all of your BS. And you've been lying for years, almost 2 decades, to her and your son. And got the audacity nerve, bro. Man, bro.
He's happy to be here with his dad, not knowing the vile, nasty shit that this dude is about to say about him and his mom. Big Goat Samantha E. Wilkins is on the phone with Debbie as Mark and Omni-Man are kind of getting thrashed by this Kaiju in the background. Just for the sorriest nigga in Invincible to come back to life, Fraud Mortal. When he's coming back to life, they trying to hype bro up with a video package like we watching WWE showing all his peak moments throughout history. How can I ever gas somebody that got boomed by Baba Booey named John Wilkes Booth? He lost the faith the moment he opened his eyelids again. I'm not even gonna hold you. Damn. Invincible and Omni-Man still fighting this Kaiju just to drop on the top of his head. I know that nigga got a soft spot there. They just hit nothing but straight mush. But in this little reprieve of that Kaiju being laid on its ass, Omni-Man starts trying to gaslight Invincible. But the Kaiju gets back, smacks Mark away and skips Nolan across the grass like he a damn skipping stone. Immortal got that one attack off on Omni-Man, and the audacity of this nigga to think that he can ever hit Omni-Man and piss little bro off. He had an elbow to the jaw and a 3-piece sending that boy up into the sky. I'm not gonna hold you though, this is the most competent Immortal has ever been in the entirety of Invincible. Cause Nolan was taking that boy up into the sky just for Immortal to punch his ass off of him and get 4 more punches off on Omni-Man's top. Make that 6 actually. Over here doing that nigga dirt, and the news reporters are still filming this. Omni-Man was just getting beat up by a Kaiju, now he's getting beat up by Immortal. I know this nigga is mad pissed. He gotta get his get back on something, cause why am I getting done in by this bum in 4K? Omni-Man's body hit the ground.
Right, I was just like, ain't he like immortal? Because he was a part of the original 7, I believe, right? So Omni-Man murked off all them people and then try to act like it is like, oh, I don't know what happened. Like, you see how Omni-Man was all like dead. He was like these on the ground and stuff. This is your fault. You did this. Crazy. It's like, hey, listen, it's my suit. I need it now. Meanwhile, that suit was mangled up, chewed up, bro. All of that. You murked off your whole friends and then try to act like it is nothing happened. Crazy word. Right. A D1 gaslighter, bro. And a narcissist.
But Immortal did not care about any of that. He said, reset on wake up.
Baba Booey.
Hit that boy Omni-Man with 7 consecutive blows. I mean, this is kind of crazy. If Immortal was moving like this whole show, nobody would be calling this
Baba Booey
a bump. But sadly, this is where Immortal's generational end runs. Generational end runs. Generational end runs.
Oh my God, bro.
Someone said D1 gaslighter. Here comes Babs, bro. Where was you at this whole time? Nah. If there's anybody it is that I know IRL, that is elite. I mean, Mark Phillips himself couldn't even compete with Babs, bro. I'm sorry. I would tell Mark that to his face. It's like, hey, listen, I know it is you think that you're a D1 gaslighter, but I got somebody on my team that could gaslight the fuck out of you and have you doing spins and circles, and you just like, nigga, did I just get gaslit? Yes, you did. Yep. This man Babs needs like a gold medal or a Nobel Peace Prize or some shit, bro. That man gonna hit my DM something crazy. Hey, listen. Hey.
Hell no, man. What the
All you gotta do is just gaslight him, bro. He'll be alright.
fuck, man? Get your ass on.
It lasts
bro.
all of 30 seconds, but he looked a little cool, I guess, because he went for that 8th punch. Omni-Man caught that hoe and hit him with an uppercut so nasty, he damn near knocked his dentures out. Ark saw his ass do that, and he's hella confused. Omni-Man was about to do something about it, but Immortal came back. I mean, this nigga on dick right now. Chill out. You died. Get over it. That's kind of like your entire gimmick anyways. But that Kaiju also still on tip. You need to chill out, bro, because he slammed the piss out of Mark. Immortal got half a 2-piece off on Nolan, but he got hit that one time and decided to lock in and started digging in that gut. They start careening down.
Cool Uno. Why must your wordplay be like this? And I hate the fact that at the bottom it says grunting, blows, pounding. Why is it always your videos? Why? Listen to this again, chat.
He got hit that one time and decided to lock in and started digging in that gut. They start careening.
He don't say no pause or anything. He just says the most nefarious things and just glances over it. Like, I'm not supposed to stop, bro. Like, I'm not supposed to stop doing my reacts to be like, what did you just say?
Careening down towards the ground.
It's always his videos,
Immortal
man.
over here skidding. Omni-Man's back up on the dirt, but they fly back up and Omni-Man punches his goofy ass off of him. Omni-Man basically on double duty right now. He went to go save his son, just for Immortal to stop him. And again, Immortal, you're on cock way too hard right now. You need to reel it in just a tad. I get it. He killed the entire Guardians of the Globe squad, but Rex Splode clears that entire team by his dolo. So like, I don't even know what you're tripping for, twin. Mark frees himself from being buried alive by this Kaiju, tries to go over to the Omni-Man Immortal Fade just to snap an electric wire, and the Kaiju grabs Mark, electrocuting itself, just to go back to the Omni-Man Immortal whoops. And over here flying at each other, gaining speed just to clash. Golly, they made this mean nasty ass impact, but Omni-Man was the only nigga to get flown back. Immortal is still on that ass. He hawking my goat right now. But Big Omni done had enough of Immortal's BS. As Immortal was flying towards Omni-Man, he parried the punch and then Omni-Man literally digs in this nigga's stomach. right hook through the sternum is crazy work. He did that with Omni-Man, like how they be fighting in Dragon Ball when you get punched in the stomach and you can see the fist come out the back. But this time you can literally see his fist come out the back. Immortal put his thumbs in Omni-Man's eyes, so Omni-Man said, fuck it. Chop the top off his convertible. I mean, cut little bro.
Oof. Yeah. And what's crazy is, like, didn't he get decapitated? Like, his head got decapitated the first time? Omni-Man said, hey, listen, that's not enough. Took that man, split that man like my girl off of a fucking Doctor Strange 2. Just my girl Wanda sat there and said, all right, you keep messing with me, I bet. All right, listen, I could do this all day. Shing! No, you can't.
In half.
No, you
I
ain't.
could never imagine being brought back to life and dying 5 minutes later the same day. Like, that's kind of crazy. Speed running life and death is nuts. Whole time, Mark in the background watching, he saw that whole thing, and Omni-Man starts talking to him, tells him the actual truth about Viltrumite, and then he calls his mom a pet, and then he's like, hey, come join me, take over this world, and give it to Viltrum. And I'm not gonna hold you, we gotta give it up to Mark. Looking up to it
Baba Booey
your whole life just to find out that he's on some nut shit and still deciding not to work with him, that's real nigga in his DNA. I'm not even gonna hold you. He done put the dukes up to his pops, got cracked in it.
Hey, listen. That's because his dad was wildin'. Mind you, you never even mentioned it, not once, about the truth. And you think it is that Mark was just gonna go ahead, out of all his 17 years of his life, this man just finally got a crumb of pussy. He finally got his powers. He's fighting crime and saving the day, meet some friends and shit. And you want him to just be like, oh yeah, all that? Yeah, fuck all that. We're gonna destroy Earth. We're gonna destroy this entire planet, bro. Come with me. You have a generational service you need to be doing. What are you talking about? And you call my mom a pet? My mom, Dukes? My mom? My mama? Nah. Barely a crumb, but okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. He was messing up. But like, she was kind of a bitch though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She was kind, like, I understand why she was upset with Mark so much. But and the other part is just like, girl, if you knew that he's a superhero and you still gave him shit, yeah, and it's okay. He was better off with. He get better anyway. You know what I'm saying? He get with who it is he's destined to be.
The chest, then his little ass punched down. Marcus on the ground tried to punch Omni-Man, but he just got his punch caught. Over here getting his fist squeezed too, dropped him down to both knees.
Look at
just
his
for Omni-Man
eyes,
to grip
bro.
him up.
Look at this man's eyes.
Over here getting his fist squeezed too.
Look at this man's eyes, bro. This man is full-fledged. There's no reasoning with him. Nothing. He sat there and was just like, okay, well, this is what you wanted, right? Man should have gotten with old girl from the boy. That's the eyes of what's another 17 more years. The fact that he said that shit, like, is not. Oh, I mean, in reality, it is nothing because he doesn't age. You know what I'm saying? He aged slow, but and look at this man's eyes, bro. Everything of rationality has went out the window at this point. There's no level of talking. It's just straight squabbling at this point. It's like, unless if it is you trying to join me, there's no levels of life within there.
Dropped him down to both knees just for Omni-Man to grip him up by the neck, throw him in the air, grab him by the leg, and slam him on the ground just to chunk his ass again. Mark hit the brakes in midair just to dodge Omni-Man coming at him, but he didn't dodge it the second time. They start careening down to the ground, and Mark asking his pops to stop, but Nolan said, nah, it's too late for that little nigga. Punched him square in the face just to uppercut his ass. And Nolan kinda doing Mark dirty. He's just blitzing Mark, getting little punches in whenever he can, just showing him how little he is compared to Omni-Man. Mark intercepts a punch, but it didn't matter. He just got put in a choking position. While Omni-Man's trying to talk his fractured sense into Mark, he just chunked his ass down to the ground. As them Black Hawks start firing missiles at Omni-Man. And brother, I have no idea what y'all doing. Y'all would have had better luck going AWOL, because that doesn't do anything but annoy Omni-Man as he flies right through old boy's jet. As Mark went to go save that pilot and ejected out of that seat, he caught little bro, and Nolan's one sick Negro. because Mark was feeling all good about saving this guy, you know, the job of a superhero. He did
This pissed me off so bad, bro. Oh my God, this part pissed me off.
his job just to crack little bro's brains all over Mark. Like, what's really
Without even trying. Like, oh, you saved his life. Okay, bet. Right in front of him, too. It's a cold man, bro. The Omni-Man has no soul, bro. None. None whatsoever. Just re-watching that is just so egregious to me. It took away his PS5 just like that.
good with you, twin? Grabbed bro right by his hairline and decided to squeeze his brains all over me like a push pop. I'm really gonna do you in, Pops. He doing all this just to show Mark how insignificant life on Earth is, but it's only just making him more mad at him. Nolan went to go attack that other pilot, but Mark stopped him right before he could. And Omni-Man's like, I ain't gonna hold you, twin. Seeing little bro lose his life made you feel some type of way. What I'm about to do to you gonna be a whole lot worse. He wound this punch back, and God damn, I mean, sent the
Baba Booey
Marcus on a cross-continental trip around the world. Punched Mark so hard the impact of him trying to land and save himself was destroying lives. Now that I'm really thinking about it, there's like 2 places I would never want to live. Superpower beings were a thing, bro. New York, because they got all the Avengers, and goddamn Gotham is based off of New Jersey. And Chicago, man. Y'all seen what the Transformers did to Chicago in 3? And look at what Omni-Man is doing to Mark in Chicago just to prove a point. Like, fam, I was just trying to eat breakfast. Why did a 17-year-old come bolting through my apartment at the speed of sound because he was trying to prove a point, you petty ass old nigga? And Mark,
You know? Yeah, it's not just New York no more. Y'all love to sit there and talk. Never have them problems down here. For sure. For sure. For sure. Y'all love to talk about with New York, and it's like, nah, Chicago be getting this smoke too. Insurance would be stacking bans. At this rate, bro, imagine it is like you just get a 17-year-old just fly through your entire apartment building. And it's just like, welcome to Geico. My name is Mary. How can I help you? Hi, Mary. I would like to go ahead and pay my deductible. Sure. What seems to be the issue and the problem? I just had a super kid fly through my window and then out through the other window. You wouldn't believe this. Okay, we can go ahead and start that up for you. Man, them insurance companies will be getting paid out the wazoo, bro.
looking at all the damage his body inadvertently caused. He's over here trying to help niggas too. The more he helps, the more people start getting messed up. Just for Omni-Man to pull up while Mark is at his lowest, crying, balling his eyes up because he can't do a damn thing. And that nigga's like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Life's a bitch and then you die. You have to get over these fragile ass people one way or another. Mark then asked if Debbie's life is insignificant. And that boy Omni-Man hit Mark with a, maybe. And heavy spoilers for the Invincible comic. I don't want to hear nary a nigga mouth because you have been warned. There's no way that this sick
Baba Booey
said that and Debbie still gets together with Mark later on in the comics. I know Debbie in the comics is like way different than Debbie in the show. I'm just saying though, Debbie, Nolan don't know what to do with all that, you know what I'm saying? Come see what a real stepper doing.
Okay.
Anyways, Mark actually gets a nasty ass combo off on Nolan. I mean, this whole came with 9 pieces of drink and a side, just for him to try with that 10th piece. But Nolan said he was full, grabbed the Mark up out the air, and he done headbutt his ass down to the subways. And oh yeah, we all know what's finna happen here. That boy Nolan used Mark's body as a battering ram through this damn subway. I mean, smoked everybody on that damn train. It made this ass beating worse in the show than in the comics because this didn't even happen. Mark's still mad as hell, and this Pops goes for this right, but he gets his shit sidestepped and cracked in the back. Had his ass bounced off the ground like he was a damn basketball. I'm not gonna hold you. Nobody can tell me nothing about Mark after rewatching this fight, bro. This nigga be going through it, bro. Yeah, nobody can tell me nothing about Mark because is this not crazy? I ain't never seen a nigga do this to somebody else, and there's some sick Negroes out there. Nolan done flew Mark out the subway just for Mark to get out of his clutches, or just for Omni-Man to grip Mark up again. He calls the humans animals like it was a damn slur. Mark had enough of that.
Basically,
tried to punch Omni-Man. He ate that hoe just to get his ass put in a Tekken loop. Juggling this nigga across the planet. Omni-Man playing ping pong with his son's body right now. This is kind of crazy. Now he talking about he should have never raised Mark as a human. He should have raised him as a Viltrumite. Just to tell that boy his true education starts now as he grabs Mark and just slams him through this entire cruise line. Niggas was just trying to enjoy their Royal Caribbean. Now they just got Titanic for no reason. Thank you, Omni-Man. And this is kind of OD. He took him all the way to the bottom of the ocean just to slam his ass down on the coral reef. Like you couldn't have found anything else to do.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, you just doing shit now. Took his ass back up to the air just to throw him on these snowy ass mountains. There's a village below them. We all know they finna get avalanched crazy style. Cause no one pulled up to Mark, punched him in the chest one good time, and that was enough to cause an avalanche. Bro just causing natural disasters to cause natural disasters. He's just doing it for the love of the game. Picked his son up out of the snow, just to uppercut his ass to another mountain. Mark gets back up, puts the Dukes up one more time. You gotta give it to him though. He got heart, gets laid back down immediately though. And look at this position Mark is in. I ain't gonna hold you, this gotta be worse than the Yamcha death position. This is kinda crazy. Omni-Man done hit that boy Mark with the "you wanna die for this planet? Fine, what's 17 more years? I can always make another." Is that not a little crazy to say to your one and only child?
Son.
And the even crazier part is, this nigga actually did just make another kid.
Yeah. So man, this diabolical statement, bro. Diabolical nigga. Oh my god. He's like, what's another 17 more years? And actually went to go produce another kid. Crazy work. Mark had to find out this. He had a little brother in the mix.
Again, you niggas cannot be chatting Mark up because he still willingly took in Oliver as his little brother, even though
I mean, he putting them through the match. I'm not about to play with you.
no, he didn't have to. That's some real nigga shit, bro. Ain't no cap in his rap. He's just a good guy. And Omni-Man is beating the brakes off of Invincible. Beat his ass so hard, it sent him into a flashback. You know somebody's tripping when they're winning a fight easily, mind you, and they still get sent into a flashback. He hits that boy Mark with the "what will you have after 500 years?" And Mark still loves his pops. He says, "I'd have you." And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. He could not do it anymore. Flew out into outer space. And that was the fight. Omni-Man beat...
Man sat there and said, blamed him. Look, Mark, look what you made me do. Then flies off pissed. Ain't shit, bro. This is why Omni-Man will forever not be shit.
the generational trauma into Marcus Grayson. But that's the fight. This fade was amazing. Actually, scratch that. I can't even really call it a fade. It was just Mark getting his ass beat for 30 minutes. But either way, it was amazing. If there's any other comic book fights y'all want me to cover, I definitely got y'all. But if you liked, like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.
That man, Omni-Man, bro. Like, look what you made me do. I was like, all right, I'll do better with the next one. He wouldn't sit there and question and sympathize with these humans. But he literally sat there and made the word human sound like a slur. You know? Just oh my gosh, bro. But Cool 109, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, choosing tricks.